this lesson I want to talk about how to read tablature. As guitarists we're a bit lazy, so instead of reading normal notation music we've developed an easier way. You'll notice on most of the sheets that I send you or put on the website, there's six lines on them. It just so happens we've got 6 strings on the guitar as well, so each of those lines represents a string. Okay, so on the sheets there's 6 lines, each one of those represents a string. Now the one at the top of the page is the thinnest string, and the one closer to the bottom of the page is the thickest. Okay, so for example, with the music for James Blunt, You're Beautiful, I'll teach you how to read tab in relation to that song. Okay, you can see the first note is a 0. Now that means 0 means that you don't play any frets. Okay, it's just an open string. So in order to play that, we need to know where it is. So it's not in, if you look at the sheet, it's not on the first string, it's not on the second string, it's on the third. Okay, so you count up, it's not on that one, it's not on that one, it's on that one, and it's open. So you just play that note there. Okay, so in order to be able to play a note, you need to know first of all what string it's on, and second of all what fret you're holding down. So the second note in James Blunt, you can see it's a 1. Okay, so that tells you that the note's played at the first fret. That's the first one piece of information you need, but another piece you need to know is what string it's on. So it's not on the first string, it's on the second string. Okay, so you can tell that that note is on the second string at the first fret, which would be there. The next note is a 0, so that tells you it's open, but again you need to work out what string it's on. So it's not on the first, it's on the second. Okay, so it's open, then it's so it's just really a series of numbers. First of all, you need to know where the number is in order to tell you what string to play, and second of all, you need to know what number it is. If it's the first, it's at the first fret. If it's the 6th, it's at the 6th fret. Okay, it makes things a lot easier. For example, if you look at the second line, James Blunt, you first of all need to know what string the note's on. Okay, so that tells you that it's on the 4th string and the 2nd fret. So the first 2 notes are the same, and then it changes to a 0. So you take your finger off. So it's 2, 2, open 2, open 2. Okay, and if you look at the third line with the chords, all the notes are stacked on top of each other. That means you play them all at the same time. Okay, so the C chord, it's 0 on the first string, 1 on the second, and 0 on the third. Okay, like that. Okay, if you get any more problems with tab, send me an email. If you don't understand how to read it, send me an email and I'll try and explain it a bit further to you.